Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Aunty Andrea's Reading Corner. I'm your delightful host, Andrea, and tonight is the final episode for of our lovely story. Are You There, God? Is Me, Margaret, written by Judy Blume. I'm a little sad actually to be kind of finished this one. I've enjoyed reading it, but like all good things, it must come to an end. And what it'll do, it'll make room to share a news tale after this one's finished. I did actually get a couple of suggestions for the next story that I'm going to do. I haven't made any decisions. Sorry, everybody. I've just got a frog in my throat. Anyway, oh, there we go. I got cleared it up. Yay. I had a couple of suggestions from a friend of mine. And I was going to say that what I'll probably do is on the next reading, which will be, today's Monday, right? Still Monday? Okay. On Thursday, I'll come on and discuss a couple of options for the people who actually enjoy reading along with me. So, yeah, nothing really to update on. I mean, one little tiny update for those who have been following with every episode. That friend of mine, well, my tenant who's in the hospital, she's doing better, and she expects to be home probably about next week or so. So that's wonderful news. I'm very, very happy to hear that she made it. And what else? I've got another catch up, a little update I'm going to give you at the end of this reading. So I see that none of you are here yet. So you've either decided that, oh, Jesus, she's 7 minutes late, so we're not joining, or you're having dinner, or you're busy. Oh, there's somebody. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Most of you guys actually watch. Like, it's funny because I'll have about 25, viewings while I'm reading. But by that night, it's like 85 or something, or the next day it's like 100. So I know a lot of people are either stalking me and watching them over and over again, or they're enjoying them that evening as they go to bed or the next day when they have time. I don't really care as long as I know somebody's enjoying it. That's why I do it. And also because I enjoy it so much. So I'm going to get right on with it. Again, this is the final episode for Are You There, God? Is Me, Margaret, written by Judy Blume in 1970. And most recently, you may recall, poor Margaret was told that she's not going to be going to Florida to see her grandmother Sylvia, or Grandma Sylvia, because her mother's parents are coming to visit from Toledo. She's never met them, of course, because her grandparents wrote off the family the day they got married. Her parents got married because he's Jewish, and well, he was Jewish and she was Christian. Anywho, Margaret was last praying to God, please make something happen so I can go to Florida anyway. Please, please, please. Chapter 21. Hang on, I need a sip. Juice, so good for you. Okay. That week my mother went crazy cleaning the house while I waited for something to happen. I thought it would be a telegram saying they weren't able to come after all. I was sure God only wanted to punish me for a little while, not for the whole spring vacation. Cheer up, Margaret, my mother said over dinner. Things are never as bad as they seem. Good advice. How can you be glad they're coming? I asked. After all those stories you told me about them. How? I want to show them how well I've managed for 14 years without their help. And I want them to see my wonderful family. My father said, you can't expect Margaret to be overjoyed when her plans have been changed at the last minute. Look, Herb, my mother said, I haven't forgiven my parents. You know that. I never will. But they are coming. I can't say no. Try to understand. Both of you, please. My mother hadn't ever asked me to do that before. Usually it was me asking her to try and understand. My father kissed her on the cheek as she cleared away the dishes. He promised to make the best of it. I promised too. My mother kissed us both and said she had the best family in the world. On April 5th, my mother and I drove to Newark Airport to meet them. My father didn't come. He thought it would be better if he stayed at home and greeted them there. All the way to the airport, my mother briefed me. Margaret, I'm not trying to make excuses for my mother and father, but I want you to know that your grandparents have their beliefs too. And 14 years ago, well, they did what they thought was right, even though we know it was cruel. Their beliefs were that important to them. And am I making any sense to you? Some, I said. You know, I just realized I think I might be set to you can't identify me or something. Because I see people, but I can't see who you are. How do I do this? I think I'm going to finish and start again, because I think I have to change that, because I won't know who's watching me. So I apologize for this temporary intermission. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go. Just imagine that.